You see guys, here on the channel, I try to cover a lot of topics. I hear you guys, I read the comments, I'm listening. I try to cover as many bases as I can. A lot of you guys leave great video ideas in the comments, and this is one that, believe it or not, I've actually had commented before. And this is one I know a few of you guys want to see. I know some of my guys out there are living the single life and you're tired of it, and you want to change that in 2020. You finally want to get yourself a girlfriend. You want to settle down. You want someone that you can share this fragrance hobby with. Here I am coming in with the perfect video for you. See, I've got you covered. I'm always on top of it. I'm always trying to pump out these videos for you. What we're going to be going over today are the 10 fragrances to wear in 2020 if you want to get yourself a girlfriend. I do want to hear from you guys though. What fragrances would make it on your personal list? If you already have a girlfriend, well, what are her favorite fragrances? What are the ones that really kind of made her choose you over someone else? And then of course the second thing is, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Also turn on post notifications and give this video a like. And now let's go and get into this one. Starting off with the first fragrance on the list, this is going to be a bad boy fragrance, a daring fragrance. This is a good one. This one is Men Prive. So this is actually my third bottle of this fragrance. I had a 100 ml and then a 150 ml and now this 100 ml. It's full. In fact, I don't even think I've sprayed this one yet. Actually, I have. It has been used, but regardless, I mean, not very much. This one is a great scent. It's leather, it's whiskey, it's spicy, it smells incredible. If you are a guy who wants to have a bit of an edge, you kind of want to have this like masculine, mysterious type of smell about you, definitely check out Men Prive. It's going to get the job done really well, coming in at a very affordable price of around $50 for 100 ml. This will be linked down below in the description, along with all the other fragrances in this list, to FragranceNet, which is really some of the best prices around that you can find. Men Prive smells great. It's going to give you that edge over everyone else because, to be honest with you here, most people outside of the fragrance community aren't going to be wearing scents like this. So that's the first one up, Men Prive. Second up, we have John Varvatos Nick Jonas Crimson. One of my new personal favorites, and this one is incredible. It's sweet with a little bit of a fresh fruitiness, and fragrances like this tend to work really well in terms of the mass appeal department because you're combining the best of both worlds. You're combining a fruity and somewhat fresh fragrance, which typically a lot of people really like, and you're also combining a sweet fragrance, which again, a lot of people really like. Some people just like sweet fragrances. Some people mainly like fresher, fruitier fragrances. So what you're doing here, you're combining them both and you're creating a fragrance that really has a lot of mass appeal to it. It's going to be a great compliment getter. And again, like I just mentioned with Men Prive, and really like with all of the fragrances in this list, the people outside the community aren't going to be wearing these. So if you walk into a room or you go on a date with someone wearing one of these fragrances, she's never going to have smelled it before, and honestly, she's going to be looking at you like you're some sort of cologne god and like you're just super high status and really, really cool because you're wearing a scent that she's never smelled before. See, I told you I got you guys covered. So up next here we have Aqua de Jo Absolute Instinct. A new release, and a great new release at that. Much prefer this one over the original Absolute, which, to be honest with you, not a huge fan of. I don't like that one that much, and I'm not saying it's a bad scent. It's just not my personal favorite. However, this one though, really, really solid. It really impressed me when I smelled it for the first time because I wasn't expecting much. But this one is really good. It's like a fresh fragrance, but with like a darkness to it. So it kind of has this mysterious edge and something just different about it that you don't really smell in other fresh fragrances. And again, when it comes to standing out and being better than the rest, you need fragrances like this in your arsenal, and you need to be wearing them and utilizing them as much as you can, just because, again, they're going to make you smell like no one else out there. Up next here, we have Dolce Gabbana EDP. So this one, I will admit, is a little bit more popular. So we kind of have been on a trend of fragrances that most people outside of the fragrance community aren't going to be wearing. This one, though, probably is going to be pushing that a little bit for some people. So just kind of hear me out here. For me personally, as an example, where I live, no one around here wears fragrances, and any OG on the channel has heard me say that millions of times by now, so sorry if you've heard me say that. But for any of the new people, I live in a small town. No one around here wears fragrances. We don't really have that many department stores and places that sell fragrances. So yeah, it's not really something that's popular. If you're like me This you can pull off and 100% be on the safe side in terms of no one else around you really smelling this. However, if you live in a big city, so New York, somewhere in California, even in Chicago, I'm a few hours away from Chicago, again in a small town, but big cities and places like that, people probably have smelled this before. A lot of people probably wear it, and in that situation, go with one of the other ones in this list. But again, if you live in an area where not many people are wearing fragrances, this one is one you can definitely pull off, and you're lucky because it's a great one to pull off and smell unique. It's just an amazing scent. Dolce Gabbana EDP, I've talked about it a ton on the channel. It's one of my personal favorite designer scents, and it's one that you honestly just can't go wrong with. There's not a situation that you can't wear this fragrance, and we're not getting, there we go. It's just great. It's all around great, and again, if you can pull this one off without it being too popular in your area, you're in luck, man. Dolce Gabbana EDP, great one. Up next here we have Paco Rabanne Pure XS Night. This one is really nice. I've been talking about this one a lot on the channel as well. It's nice. Great, great scent. Much better than the original Pure XS in my personal opinion. Like I've said in other videos, Pure XS, the original one, was missing something to me. There was something that I felt they just left out a little bit. But with this one, it kind of filled in the cracks. They gave it a little bit more depth. They gave it a little bit more of an edge to it. It just overall smells more polished, more well-rounded, and kind of comes across as if they put a little bit more thought into this one compared to the original Pure XS, the original. But Pure XS Night, a great, great flanker. Again, is a new release. Can be had for a pretty decent price despite the fact that it is new. Again, it will be linked down below. This is one where, again, if you want to stand out and you want to have that edge over everyone else, worth picking up because no one outside the community is going to be wearing this one right now. Yeah, this is a great one to have. Pure XS Night, solid release this year, really nice scent. Again, I've done a full review on it, so if you want some more info, you can check that out. Up next, we have CH Bad Boy. So another new release, and this one is pretty nice. It's not going to be for everyone. It is a sweet fragrance. It opens up actually a little bit fruity smelling to my nose, and then it turns very, very sweet and just a little bit spicy. Is it generic? Yes, it is. Is it mass-pleasing? Yes, it is, and that's kind of what we're going for here. It is generic, like I just said, but it still has a mass appeal to it. It has just a little bit of a twist compared to some other fragrances, and it's not a bad release. If you are someone really into fragrances and you want something that's new, this is not going to be for you. But again, for the video we're going with here, this one would work great. I mean, it really would. It's going to give you an edge over some other people who really aren't going to be wearing fragrances like this. This is a really nice one. Again, would be a good date fragrance as well. CH Bad Boy can be had for a pretty good price on discounters already. Link down below, as you already know. Up next, we have another sweet fragrance that you know I had to throw in this video. Can't do this video without including this one. Armani Code Absolute. Guys, this one is gorgeous. I love this scent. Really, really well done flanker to Armani Code, the original, and really kind of a flanker to Armani Code Profumo. They are pretty similar, and in fact, I do own both. I love both of them, each for different applications and really each for different moods. There are some moods where I'm really wanting to wear Armani Code Absolute because it's a little bit more smooth and warm and quiet. Not quiet in terms of its performance or projection, but quiet in terms of the scent DNA. Profumo is a little bit more of like a party fragrance, like upbeat, youthful, in-your-face type of scent. This one's a little bit more laid back. It's a little bit more chill. It's a little bit more sweet, smooth, sensual. And that's kind of what you're going for here in this video. Smells great. Would be a perfect date fragrance. And especially now that we're into winter, if you want a fragrance that's going to be making her want to cozy on up to you when it's cold outside, it's hard to beat this one right here. Armani Code Absolute, 100% worth picking up. It's great. Up next, we have Valentino Intense. So this is a great iris-based fragrance. As I've said before in other videos, my preference is Dior Intense. I like Dior Intense better than this one. However, for this video, I'm choosing this one, and the reason why is simply for mass appeal. This, to me, is a more wearable version of Dior Intense. So if you want to play it more on the safe side, which you kind of do here in this situation, this would be the one I would say more likely than not you would want to go for. Again, I wear Dior Intense just because I like it more and I really wear it for myself. But on the mass appeal side of things, this one's going to be your better option. And this one is more affordable, which is another big plus. I believe you can get these for around like $50 or $60 versus Dior Intense. You're going to be paying like, upwards of $80, $90. So it's a little bit more affordable and you get more mass appeal. It's a great performer, great quality, very smooth. It's a great scent all around. And again, it's going to give you that edge over everyone else. Coming up second to last fragrance here, we have Tom Ford Noir Extreme. So this is a little bit more expensive. For the most part, I kept the prices down on this list. I tried to do as good of a job as I can or could when making the list so that it would be pretty affordable. This one, though, is going to be a little bit on that higher price point. You're going to be looking at around $90 to $100 for this bottle. Again, I'll have it linked down below to the best price that you can get on this one for the 50 ml. Again, around 90-ish, I believe. So it is more expensive. But with that price comes a high quality scent, comes a unique scent, and honestly comes the Tom Ford name. And that may sound stupid, but it gives you an advantage. If someone asks what you're wearing and you say, it's a Tom Ford fragrance, that's instantly going to give you points because that shows class, that shows that you have the means to purchase something Tom Ford. And again, it's only $90 or so. It's not like you're breaking the bank on like a Roja fragrance or something like that. But for most people out there, they're going to think that's really cool, and it's kind of going to give you more like social value, social status in their eyes when they see that you're buying a more expensive fragrance and wearing it. But all that aside, it is a great smelling fragrance. It's very warm, sweet, seductive, and that's really what you're looking for in this video. Perfect for winter time. Tom Ford Noir Extreme. It's a delicious scent that you should definitely check out. Next here, to end the video off, we have the most affordable fragrance in this list. This one is Mandarina Duck Black. So not only is this the most affordable, but I also think this is going to be one of your best bang for buck scents and really a perfect scent for this video. This is a really, really nice one for the price. Coming in at around, I want to say, $30, $35, though I could be wrong. I want to say it's somewhere around there. I know it's really affordable. It's a great smelling scent, and I kind of, when I smelled this the first time, got some La Nuit de l'Homme vibes from it, just kind of like it smells similar to it. Not saying that it is a clone of that scent or an alternative, but kind of fits in with that genre. Regardless of that, though, it's a great, sweet scent. It smells fantastic, great performance. And this is one that most people out there, like the majority of people, are going to love this scent on you. It's going to have really good mass appeal. It's going to get the job done really, really well. And again, it's affordable, so I highly recommend you check this one out. Ending the video off with this one, great, cheap, or relatively cheap fragrance for wintertime and for this type of situation here, Mandarina Duck Black. So guys, that's it for this video. That were 10 fragrances that you need to wear in 2020 to get yourself a girlfriend. If you're tired of living that single life, these fragrances down below, they're going to kill it for you. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Again, if you want to see more videos like this or just more videos and you have video ideas in general, leave them down in the comments because a lot of these videos are from and inspired by you guys and your comments. So I always appreciate hearing from you. And plus, it's fun to hear from you guys. If you want to make your list, make sure you leave it down below as well. And of course, don't forget to subscribe while you're at it. That's going to do it for me, guys. I'll see you tomorrow night with another video. Take care.